Well, Manchester United have been looking good in attack recently, Augie, but one of the areas that still cops a lot of criticism, of course, is defensively. We have a couple of defensive targets that United have been linked with. I'll throw the names out there and let me know if you think they'll be good fits or not. Let's start off with Dayot Upamaecano. This is definitely nothing new. We know that he seems to be the favorite that the United faithful want to see at Old Trafford. Is this just a match made in heaven?
Well, Upamecano is a player they looked at last summer when he had an escape clause at Leipzig, but they missed out on the chance to trigger that escape clause, and he stayed at Leipzig, signed a new contract. Now Upamecano is a player that everybody wants. Bayern Munich wants him. Liverpool are keen. Chelsea are keen. It's going to be hard to get Upamecano with that competition. So he probably is the best rising star right now in terms of defensively across Europe, but United face a lot of competition to get him.
What about if Manchester United don't have to look across Europe for a good defensive player? What if they just look to the Midlands, right there at Aston Villa with Tyrone Mings? What do you think about this match?
Well, Tyrone Mings has had a great couple of years at Aston Villa, and I think if you brought him inside at Old Trafford, you'd have him playing alongside Harry Maguire, a potential England centre half partnership. They could get to know each other, good understanding. The problem with Mings is that is he quick enough at the top level? I'm not quite sure he's got the pace that you'd need right now. I think him and Maguire would be too similar. I'm not quite sure they'd have the right blend. I think with Harry Maguire as the number one centre half, you need someone with pace alongside him, really blinding pace. And I don't think Mings has got that. But he's a good defender. I think if Mings came in, he would be an upgrade on Victor Lindelof certainly, and Eric Bailly. So it would make them better, but I'm not quite sure he'd be the right fit.
And then Raphael Varane also is being tossed into the mix too. What do you think of the likelihood of this happening? Is he even on Manchester United's radar?
I'm not sure that Varane is a player that United would go for. I think what we've seen with Varane over the years is that when he's playing alongside Sergio Ramos, he's outstanding. But when Ramos isn't there, Varane isn't the same player. And I think obviously if you bring Varane to Man United, he wouldn't play with Sergio Ramos. So he'd be playing with Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. So, Varane, great, classy defender, but I'm not sure is what United need. United need somebody with pace who can allow them to defend a little bit higher up the pitch and just give Maguire that breathing space he needs sometimes. But I think Liverpool showed in the January transfer window that there aren't many centre halves out there because they really needed a centre half, and they ended up signing Ben Davies from Preston in the Championship and Kabak from Schalke, who are bottom of the Bundesliga. So everyone wants a centre half right now, and it's tough to find them. So United are going to have a lot of competition, and they must look across the city at Man City and look at, they brought in Ruben Dias from Benfica, a player they could have had a year ago for 50, 55 million, had a great Nations League tournament in Portugal, but, United didn't move from him at the time. And then he looks like the rock at the heart of City's defence now, and John Stones has been revived. So, City once again look like they've got ahead of everybody else by moving quickly for the right player. United maybe have left it too late to get the right player in there.
And overall, I suppose just for Man United, because like I said, week in, week out, we do tend to criticize the defense. And it's obvious that that's been the talk of the town to get, as many defensive recruits as possible, at least in the summer. But with the current crop of players, do you feel like they're just on borrowed time right now? Because you do mention some names like, for example, Eric Bailly, who, I highly rate him. And I think he's definitely someone that I probably would like to see at Man United long term.
Yeah, I think Bailly is the best option to play alongside Maguire. I think he's got pace, he's tenacious, he's brave, but he does get injured too often. That is the problem with Bailly. His fitness record, you can't rely on him to stay fit, and I think that's the frustration that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has. Ideally, he would play Maguire and Bailly because Bailly has the pace to play alongside Maguire. Victor Lindelof, I think he's been there for 4 or 5 years now, and he's not quick enough, he's not strong enough, he's not great in the air. He's not a great advert for a commanding centre-half, but because United haven't been great there, they've had to stick with Lindelof. Phil Jones hasn't played for over a year, injured. You look back at the decision to let Chris Smalling go on loan to Roma and then sell him in the summer. Chris Smalling was arguably the best option alongside Harry Maguire, but let him go. So you have to question that decision. But it isn't just at the back that United need to strengthen. I think, up front, they need a centre forward. That Edinson Cavani can't be the answer for too much longer at 33, 34. They have a lot of holes to plug United, and a new centre half is part of that. But to catch Man City, they're going to have to spend quite a bit of money in the summer, and there's not a lot of money going around right now in football.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.